What's going on? So I'm about to walk you guys through what I was looking at in the process of taking this trade right here. As of right now, I'm currently still running profit. So let me just change. As you can see, I'm still running profit right now. I left my runner in. I secured about 280 pips. I'm leaving the runner. And as you can see, it's the same trade that I called out. Didn't call out, but I'm explaining it to you guys now. So let's get right on into it. So basically, this wasn't a clean, in my idea, it wasn't a clean setup to take. But since I have the experience of trading US30 more than most of you guys have, I knew where I wanted to see price go. And a few of the things that I seen to make me believe that were this. So for first, let's go to the hour time frame. I pulled a fib from this low to this high right here. So I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna delete all this. I'm gonna go back in time. Right here. This is where I pulled my fib. Let me take this off too. Alright. So I pulled my fib from this low to this high. And then I left on all of my retracement tools. So one thing I was keeping in mind is that we had a breaker block right here, because this was a previous order block that could have been traded to the downside, but it broke through it. So in my eyes, I was possibly looking for price to possibly come back to retrace to it, to possibly then keep going. But in this case, we didn't get that. So I also had just 38.20% continuation level. And then if you go to higher time frames, at this 38.20% continuation level, it's also a 4-hour order block. So right here, this was a 4-hour order block. So that was two confirmations that we had right here. The 38.20% continuation level, the 4-hour order block. The time of day, it was at 9:30 where price started to become volatile and retracing. So we had a lot of confirmations in this area to take this trade. I personally wasn't able to get in the trade at this area because I wasn't 100% sure. I didn't know if I wanted to take a trade or not. And one of the last continuations we had was the area price was in. I'm pretty sure this was 3,400 or close to it. Yeah, right here, price was rejecting 3,400. I'm going to make this line red real quick. Nah, I need it to be. Nah, you can't even tell. Let me just. Like that. So we rejected 3,400. And actually, one thing we were trying to finish doing was fill in this imbalance, which I think was a 4-hour imbalance right here. So if you take this away and you look, we had a gap between this candle, this wick, and we had it all the way down to here. So this was the area we were looking to fill in this whole time. And this was a markup that I had from yesterday. We were trying to fill in this full thing. So we rejected the bottom of it, rejected 34,000, rejected the 4-hour order block, rejected the 38.20% continuation level. Then from there, I started to wait for price to reject. It started to come down. And then from here, price started to take off. After we had this rejection and we started to break the high of this previous 30-minute candle, this is where I got into my trade at around, where was the exact price? I got in at 34,125. That was my first entry, 34,125. So that is right here. My stop, I had a 50-point stop because I wanted to have it below this low, but I couldn't because, as you can see, it would have been 180 points. I don't take stop losses that big. So I'm pretty sure I had it below this wick right here, around 50 pips. So I'm going to just put the 50 because on my phone broker is different. So I think I was able to have it at that wick. But for the video's sake, let me just put it at the 50 points that I had it. And my first targets were, I was targeting this high for my first target, which was about 100 points. Then my next target was above these highs, which was for about 234. And currently I still have my runner running, as you guys saw, and I'm currently up 292 pips still. So it's a good trade overall, and that's why leaving a runner is very important, because I only cashed out on I got out of the trade at 194 for most of my position. So I basically got 69 points from that position, and I'm running 300 now. So that tells you something. Having a runner is very important, because you could catch portions of a trade that you would have never caught by taking out all of your position. That's why I stress leaving a runner at all times. So yeah, that was this simple little breakdown. And the other places that I'm targeting currently, I was targeting this fib, but as you can see right now, it's kind of pushing through it. So we're going to leave that. So we have this overall higher fib at, I can get rid of this breaker block now. And we filled in this fair value gap, imbalance, whatever you want to call it. So currently right now, I'm looking for price to have a retracement to possibly these fib levels, which I have drawn from this high to this low down here. So that looks like where price is currently moving. So I'm going to show you guys actually how much I'm still running currently on this trade. As you can see, we're still up and running. So yeah, that's really it. Nice little breakdown for you guys. So hopefully this video was helpful and you guys saw my thought process below this. And basically what I was looking at the time of getting into this trade, it wasn't in my idea one of the trades I like to usually take. But listen, it's a trade that worked out, and it's a trade idea that I was correct in. So that's all that really matters. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.